Hello friends and welcome back to the channel for war number 3 of season 53. Today we have a matchup against CZSK, which is an alliance that we haven't faced in many seasons now. Team today, Negasonic and Viv, both returning to action along with Wiccan. And folks, I am very excited to tell you that I have more than 2 fights today. We are back to a normal workload of 5. So let's jump right in. Starting off on path 2 in section 1, we have a SHATHRA here on node 2. And despite being a tactic defender, there is not really much in the way of a threat from SHATHRA, and Viv counters this node quite well. We are nullify immune, so shatter is irrelevant, and we're not going to be stunning her that much, so roll with the punch is also not particularly relevant either. The only thing we do have to worry about is the power gain from Mystic Dispersion from those placebo buffs, and to that end, the heal block that we have on Viv is going to trigger the attack tactic, which will reduce that power gain by 75%. So really not much of a concern there either. Firing off the special 2, no need for the special 3 rotation in this particular fight. Power gain pushes her up over 2 bars, that's fine. Her specials are pretty easy to dodge. The only part of the special 2 that's annoying is that slow-moving blast there. Now, I do make a little mistake here, and it's something that I have been doing recently this season, and that is firing off my special 1 spam when a Mystic Defender is too close to a bar of power, or a Tactic Defender for that matter. So my special 1 is straight up blocked, and now I kind of need to reset. Luckily, I do have a phase available. Fire off that special 1 from her, and then I can go in with a combo and a striker and one more. I don't even need the special 1, and that finishes off. So really something I need to work on. Alright, next up we have our old buddy ATTUMA here on node 11. Very popular placement. I think I've taken him once already on this node this season, maybe a couple times last season as well. There's nothing new about this fight. Just parry heavy to start the fight to apply your Incinerate vulnerability. And again, I want to reiterate here that having a rank 3 Negasonic for defenders and nodes like this just makes them so easy. She's just like a brain-dead counter to some of these fights. Building up to the special 2, fire it off while the Incinerate vulnerability is still active. We get all 16 Incinerates placed, and now he's pretty much dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Going off with a striker, and then I think we fire off the special 1, and that finishes it off. Alright, moving up to section 2, we have a KNULL on node 22 that we'll be using Wiccan for. Now, in the past, I have been using Absorbing Man for this fight because my Wiccan wasn't duped until recently, but now that he is, I will only be using Wiccan for this fight because he makes it much easier. Now, with Wiccan, the only thing that you have to worry about is making sure that you have your shield spell up for the entire fight, so you can either continuously add new stacks of shield, or you can keep your spells paused by using your other spells. You can also safely bait out a special 1 here from KNULL because you are immune to reverse controls, so when you hit corruption, you're not going to be worried about that. You will notice here that I'm only using my special 2, and that is because the special 2 will turn any Incinerates on KNULL into plasma, and this allows you to reset the flame spell, which in the long run allows you to more frequently keep your spells paused, and helps us reach our goal of keeping our shield spell up or paused for the entire fight. So that's why I'm doing that. Yeah, so, immune to armor breaks also, so we can safely take the special 2. I think I try and get a shield spell up during the special 2, if I remember correctly. Yep, there we go, just for safety. And KNULL goes down very quickly. What an easy fight with Wiccan. Alright, next up we have a Dust on 31 that we'll be using Viv for. I was using Ironheart for this fight last season, but unfortunately she was banned for us in this war. First time I've seen Ironheart banned by anybody in Tier 1. Now, in this fight, my original plan was to use the Special 3 rotation because I wasn't sure that Viv would have the range to kill a rank 3 Dust on this node. However, my plan goes sideways pretty quickly here, so we're going to bait out this Special 1, and then you can see my heal block is about to expire, and she has the power gain. So when I phase, I hit into her, and I miss, and now I'm kind of stuck because she's fully unblockable, so I obviously can't get an opening that way. So we're baiting out this special 1, and then I'm going to sidestep into my special 2. So we're kind of skipping the special 3 rotation here, and I decide that getting my phase back is much more important. Get a blind intercept off there. We get the heal block active. Now we have our phase again, and you see we took a little bit of damage there from the power sting. That's, just the price of admission, I guess. Firing off an unblockable special 1. I think I get 2 of these off, but I fail to notice that the power gain is running fire off my third one, and she blocks it. Unfortunately, it's okay because we have the phase available here. And I think she nails me with a reverse intercept that does quite a bit of damage. And now I don't think that we can use any more specials here. I'm really worried about the power sting. So I'm trying to keep an eye on it. If we have an opportunity to use a special attack with the power sting gone, I will. But you can see you have to get 10 hits before the power sting expires, or it's going to come back again. So I kind of have resigned myself at this point to needing to finish this fight with basic attacks only. If I use a special attack, there is a very good chance that I'm going to die here. Now at this point, I should have thrown my special 3 because the power sting was gone. I failed to notice that it was gone because I was too focused on her, I think. But it's fine, we'll just phase again, and one more combo gets us through. Some adjustments needed there, but overall that could have gone way, way worse. Alright, last foot of the war for me is a Man-Thing on node 45 with Hazard Shift. We have the Odin pre-fight supplied by Negasonic. I did, however, forget to turn off Resonate for this, so we are going to end up triggering Conflictor quite a bit, and that makes the fight unnecessarily more difficult for me. Right there you see he decks out of my phase. I talked about that in a previous video, how the AI is just too quick for Viv's phase to be reliable in many situations now, which is just super disappointing. Now in this particular fight, because it's a mini-boss, we definitely do want to go to the special 3 first, and we are Nullify immune, so the Fury buff that we'll be getting from that special 3 will be guaranteed to stay with us for the end of the fight. But I wanted to make sure that I had the range to kill him in one rotation if possible, and using the special 3 goes a long way towards making that happen. Really enjoy Viv's special 3. It's always funny seeing defenders like flail as they try and hit into her. Just very, very cool. Coming out of the special 3, our next goal will be building up to our special 2. The other node that I didn't talk about here was Crumbling Armor. Not really much of a concern in this fight, truthfully. As long as we stay aggressive and Man-Thing is reasonably cooperative, we should never get the armor break on us. But even if we do, we have enough armors, even after our special 2, which I think leaves us with 4, that we have quite a bit of a buffer period before we lose our armor ups. If we did lose all of our armor ups, it would be problematic, but we're never really in danger of that happening here. Fire off a nice special 2, now all 5 prompts as per usual, and then I'm going to be extra careful here, making sure that he is well below a bar of power before we start our special 1 spam. I think I finally learned my lesson from hitting into people's block here. So he has barely any power, firing off 1 special 1, it is unblockable, firing off a second special 1, and that is all she wrote. Really, really clean fight overall, and very, very happy with that one. Also very happy to report that we came away with the win in this one. 5 kills for me, 0 deaths, and our record on the season has improved to 2-1. This may not have been our best effort, but a win is a win, and so I'm very happy with that. Just a reminder for you, there will be no War 4 video since that war was canceled. We didn't even send out a plan. I think I just joined and sat at the entrance portal just so I could get whatever compensation they're already said they're sending out. So we'll be back with War number 5, assuming there are no other issues that cause a cancellation. Folks, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.